Miss Combeferre has made some big strides this year. Her reading and comprehension skills are improving, in particular. Please work with her further on her multiplication and fraction skills, as they will be necessary for success next year. More importantly, I would recommend that you help her work on her communication skills over the summer. Firstly, her writing is frequently illegible. Perhaps help her with spacing out the letters in her words and make sure she practices on ruled paper. Secondly, it would be wonderful to hear her speak her mind more confidently in class. I am positive that she knows the answers, but I would love to see her raise her hand and defend her thoughts and opinions. I guess I've come a long way since then, haven't I? Except maybe that part about illegible writing. That's pretty hard to shake. This round, friends, we are talking about seeing ourselves through the eyes of someone else. Honestly, for this I was sort of at a loss. At first, I try not to define myself by what others say about me. However, after hours of finals, I guess I had academic critique on the brain, and I dug up this. Do you know that feeling where you're reading, say, old Facebook statuses, or, an old school report like this, and it's like that person is still inside you somewhere, but you've grown so much around it that it's hard to recognize that person from the outside. It reminds me that change is always possible. So thank you to Shira for reminding me of this and making me smile. So reading this old report got the ball rolling, and for your amusement, I've racked my brain for things people have said about me in the past. Here they are, in no particular order. This one's a common comment. Pretty unimaginative, really. Yes, I am a nerd. Guilty as charged. Yes, we've got the point, Combeferre. I'm a fucking nerd. It's okay. Just don't pretend you're any better. I know what's hidden under your bed. My roommate freshman year of college said this, and I still have no idea where she was coming from. I mean, am I golden and shiny? Do I fuss over my adventurous friends all the time? Do I have an overly dramatic British accent? This one is regrettably completely true, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Museum of Natural History still know me by name from that time when, Never mind. First of all, everyone knows that evil engineers are the bigger issue. I mean, the most that an evil scientist can do is theorize you to death. Secondly, I was researching perfectly normal and sound studies, and Marius should not have been looking through my browser history, and there was no reason for him to panic or lock me out of my lab. Despite the misgendering, I completely understand where they were coming from, but it's because I love you, okay? I only worry about your adolescent recklessness. This was in reference to a feud over coffee versus tea. My coffee-guzzling friend didn't approve of me. This came from talking with Les Amis just this week, and it's a little absurd, really. Now what I was talking about was the summation of all integers, the sum of which being a small constant. And that's not exactly obvious, and what you have to do is you have to deal with Cesaro summation to work around that initial divergence. But I mean, the averages of partial sums is marginal. That's a marginal difference when you're talking about infinities. And I mean, if you look at the first page of any textbook on quantum physics, -1/12 will be there. It's page 1. It's the foundation. I mean, why is that so confusing? Alright, now I'm beginning to see what they were talking about. And finally, to the YouTube commenter who apparently proposed marriage? Thank you. I'm a little preoccupied, but thank you. I really hope you find someone or a group of people who make you happy. Although I would suggest narrowing your field to people who do not exclusively talk to you through the internet. So all of this paints an interesting picture, albeit a skewed, fragmented version of a personal history. Inevitably, it holds little meaning to anyone other than myself, but I hope you at least had one good laugh at my expense. If you have any thoughts on self-identification based on how others see you, leave a comment below. Let's talk. Seriously, let's talk. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to check out all of the other vlogs of Les Amis from both this round and previous rounds. I will talk to you soon.